Hey, happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to another Chamber Check-In episode from Idaho's only five-star accredited chamber, newly accredited for the next 5 years, thanks to the chamber team. Today, we get to shout out the Chamber's Ambassador Program. Chamber Ambassadors, high-level overview, is a group of business owners, sales leaders, operations directors from different companies of chamber members across the valley that help recruit, retain, and share the member opportunities with the chamber. And today we have the president of the ambassador program and the vice president with us today to help share more. I'm going to bring Robin Anjami on stage and Michael Shepard. Hi, Michael. Hi, Robin.
Hello.
Hey, thanks for carving out some time today to help share a little bit more about the ambassador program.
You bet.
You bet. Thank you for having us.
No, absolutely. We've got ambassadors chiming in right now too. And it wouldn't be a chamber member discussion without shouting out our sponsor for this year for the ambassador program. And I just wanted to shout out the Idaho Press Boise Weeklies, Deanna Rule, for supporting the ambassador program. So give up a big round of applause. Idaho Press Boise Weekly.
Absolutely.
All right, these chamber check-ins really are great ways of sharing our member stories, and then today the ambassador program. But I like to share the people. So let's start out with you, Robin. Share a little bit about your background and history of work. Tell us about your role with Blue Gander window cleaning, and tell us a little bit about you.
Sure. So my name is Robin Anjami. My husband, Bo, and I own Blue Gander Window Cleaning. We specialize in window cleaning, gutter cleaning, pressure washing, and Christmas light installation. We service the entire Treasure Valley. We are dedicated to excellence in service, growth, and community impact. But previous to growing this window cleaning business with my husband, my background is commercial construction. I was in that industry for 25 years. I am a paperwork guru when it comes to things like that. And it was really great practice to own a business and grow it. So it's been a fun time.
Awesome. Okay, Michael, tell us a little bit about your background and history of work.
Yes, I'm Michael Shepard. I'm the Rehab and Asset Manager for NeighborWorks Boise. NeighborWorks Boise is an affordable housing nonprofit. I started volunteering for them when I was a banker in 1992, sitting on their loan committee, helping them approve loans for low-income folks. I really enjoyed what they did. It really touched my heart, so I stuck around. I was on the board. I was on other committees. I was the board president for 4 years, and then 14 years ago, this Saturday, they just asked me to come to work for them. So I've been employed here for 14 years now.
That's a great story, Michael. And Robin, thanks for setting the stage of your background. As a paperwork guru, I know that for my own self too. Businesses can't run unless they have quality people as your operations as well. So thanks for all you do, both of you. Let's talk about the ambassadors for a minute and your roles. And maybe it'll be helpful just kind of from your perspective, and we'll start out with you, Michael, your experience with the ambassador program and a little bit about why you're excited to be a part of it.
Well, you know, I just was going to ribbon cuttings and grand openings just because I thought it was great to support local businesses in the community. And it was another ambassador at the time that just said, you know, Michael, you should join the group. And I thought, wow, I think that would be fun. So signed up, and, you know, I just really enjoyed the camaraderie and making new friends and meeting new businesses. So, you know, I thought, you know, I should probably do a little bit more for the ambassador group. So I started out as a co-education chair, educating new ambassadors on the importance of their role for the ambassador group. and just have stuck with it. This year I'm vice president, and I really will be looking forward to screening new applications for ambassadors and just really helping the ambassador team grow.
Thank you, Michael. Robin, tell us a little bit about your story with the ambassadors.
Yeah, so we when we joined the chamber, our assigned ambassador, Candace Carlson, came to our office, and she happened to be a client also. And she said, Robin, you should join the ambassadors. You would like it so much. And we were still kind of a new business. And I was like, okay, I'll try it, and I joined, and it has just been great. I have met so many people. I have become more comfortable networking, more like I would have been mortified to do something like this, 4 or 5 years ago. I have met so many people. I just feel like the value of the people that you meet and the skills that you grow are really great. So I was the vice president last year. I've been a team lead before that. This year I'm the president. So I'm really excited to lead. I'm really excited to grow the program. I'm really excited to get to know more people. So
I love hearing that story. With any organization that you join, we were talking about this before we went live. You can invest in different associations or organizations, but the deep work and deep connections come from being engaged. And the ambassador program is one of those ways that you can grow your business, expand your network, and be a part of the community in a different way that you've ever thought of. So details a little bit about the ambassador program. What would someone who is thinking about becoming an ambassador experience, and what type of activities do you get involved with? And let's start out with you, Michael.
Well, I really love the ribbon cutting ceremonies, grand openings. Business after hours is like the best place to network, to meet other businesses, and just really share stories about myself, and then to hear stories about other businesses. I'd much rather do business with someone that I know, that I've met in person, that I consider a friend and a business colleague. So it's really helped NeighborWorks Boise with some exposure. We held probably it was our biggest, I would say, function we've ever done, and that was a business after hours, where normally we see our supporters when we hold an event. And at this event, we had over 100 people who really didn't know much about NeighborWorks, and it was overwhelmingly impressive to see all these new people and new faces coming in to learn about what NeighborWorks Boise does. So I really think the ambassador group is a way, or being part of the ambassador group is a way to help you and your business, and also to show your support of the community. Love it.
Robin, what would you add to that?
Yeah, I would agree with Michael. I really enjoy the ribbon cuttings. The chamber is nice enough just to put them on our calendar, and then if we can make it, we do. But you pull up and you don't really know what you're getting into, and you pull up and you learn about these amazing businesses that I would have never heard of, would have never thought of. I just feel like I learned something I didn't even know I didn't know every time I show up to a ribbon cutting. And we have made some great friendships. Blue Gander Window Clean has grown 31% since we joined the Boise Metro Chamber and became an ambassador. And I think that's a huge win in like 3 years for us. But I feel like becoming a familiar face and building the relationships is what it's all about. Because like Michael said, people like to do business with people they know and trust. So.
Absolutely. An ambassador of the chamber is involved with, you've mentioned grand openings, ribbon cuttings, those types of ceremonies. They meet monthly here at the chamber as well. There's a monthly luncheon that we usually bring in a guest speaker who educates the group on whatever it is, maybe a trending topic or some type of financial or sales data that they want to share. It's really cool. And there's usually lunch as well provided. And that's another thing, that when you go to these ribbon cuttings and grand openings, there's usually some beverages and maybe some food. So that's always pleasant. But what I think is really cool is when a business joins the chamber and they set up a ribbon cutting, and then we have our ambassadors show up. That just shows that member that support from the community. And I think that's really unique. Maybe Robin, you mentioned the the fact that like sales numbers have gone up since 2022, and maybe part of that's with the chamber, but I know it's because of you and Bo, right? And Michael, you mentioned the awareness piece was one of the reasons or a benefit of the ambassador program. What I think the ambassador program benefit, the true benefit, is connecting with other business leaders in the region. And when not only if you do business with others, but they know who you are when they need your service or product. Can either of you share some other benefits that maybe I've missed about being an ambassador? And Robin, we'll start with you.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have to brag that Blue Gander Window Clean won the Small Business of the Year award from the Chamber last year, or in 2025, which we were really honored. But I believe my initial involvement with the ambassador helped me get to know more about the Chamber, what it was about, how it could help people. And, you know, it all started with an ambassador program. And we also sponsored the Business Education Series. So, and I feel like I've really more in tune with what's going on in the community. I've met so many wonderful nonprofits and plugged ourselves into that world more than I ever would have. We have a Charity of the Month program, which I probably started, and most of the charities we supported are people that I've met through the ambassador program or ambassadors, because it's so nice to meet people and see how much they care about what they do, and it just makes you want to be part of it. But I feel like I'm more plugged in with what's going on in the community, without a doubt. So.
Well, I would say for sure, Robin, you mentioned public speaking as being something that you've overcome. You have even had an opportunity to run a business after hours and speak in front of 100 people. That takes a little courage and practice, right? The more you do it. And so I would say the ambassador program is a good way to hone in your elevator pitch too. As a sales rep or a business development leader, you can repeat that and gain confidence speaking to others in a safe place, a place you can make mistakes and you have a lot of support. Michael, what would you add to some of the benefits that you've learned that the ambassador?
I have to agree with Robin 100%. It's just really, it's amazing the people that I've met, the connections that I have made. Thank you to Blue Gander. We were one of the nonprofits of the month for them. So that's wonderful. I have so many business connections. We use Melissa from All Office and Corey Reckla. I'm the president of our HOA where I live, and I've gotten him over there doing some emergency plumbing repairs. So it's just really nice to see the huge mixture of businesses, and I can just go there and find someone that I know personally that can help in all aspects of my personal life and my business life. So it's just a great experience all the way around.
You mentioned a few people that are a part of the ambassador program. I'm going to pull up kind of a screenshot. Not everybody can read this, but here is the ambassador group for 2026. You've got the Youth Ranch, the Echelon Group, the Lee Pesky Learning Center, Amherst Madison, Doctors Hospice of Idaho, D.L. Evans Bank. I won't read them all, but all the folks that are bold here are leaders in the ambassador program, whether they're a team lead or they're an officer of the program. And I would say kudos to those businesses that support this time, right? Because it's, for a really active ambassador, it's 4 to 6 hours a week. I would say you've got the hour during the luncheon, hour and a half there, and you've got the opportunities to take a new member packet to that new member. So ambassadors are assigned a new member business, and so they get to spend that time with that new member for their first year of membership. And they connect with them every couple of months. Hey, you joined the chamber, and I see that you were interested in the healthcare sector. Here's an event that's featuring a healthcare leader, right? Those types of things that are really relevant and timely. So for those that are interested in becoming an ambassador, you can apply directly through the website here. I'll have the website scrolling in the bottom of the screen, boisechamber.org, and you can scroll through and get to this page. And also you can reach directly out to Teresa Kirkmeyer. ttkirkmeyer@boisechamber.org. Teresa is our fearless leader with the ambassador program and keeps all the sales people in line. Thank you, Teresa, for all your work. I also wanted to, if there's anything else that we've missed during this call, Robin and Michael, what else would you add to the conversation we're having today about the ambassador program?
I think that, originally when I started, I was gone a lot doing ribbon cuttings and open houses and things like that. And my CEO was like, wow, that's keeping you busy, Michael. But after 3 years, he has really seen the benefit of what I do for the ambassador group and just seeing personal growth in myself too. I was kind of uncomfortable making speeches in front of people, and so just really getting out there and practicing that. So not only is it a benefit to my business, but it's helped me grow personally into the person I am today. So it's just, I think any business that's thinking of letting an employee become an ambassador, you should do it because it's going to benefit your business 100%.
And I agree with that. I think I've really learned how valuable it is to get out in the community and talk to people. I mean, you just can't pay for Google ads and Facebook ads and expect your business to grow. People need to know who you are personally and trust you. And, it's all necessary. And it's the getting to know everybody and networking and building those relationships is fun and it's great. So highly recommended.
Awesome. I would say, some of the canned benefits that's on our website, I'll read those to you. Introductions to new Boise Metro Chamber members across the entire Treasure Valley. You're part of an amazing team of folks who not only are trying to grow their own businesses, but really care about the community itself. And then coupons to events and opportunities to engage in leadership roles too. So if you're a business out there with some emerging leaders, the ambassador program is a great way to connect and engage and empower that next generation of leader. Also an opportunity to make some great connections. And as always, build your business, right? Alongside others that are trying to build their business. Credible, well-known, and like Robin and Michael both have said, doing business with people you know, like, and trust. Hey, I just want to say thanks to all of your efforts each and every day. You both are champions of the chamber and stewards of the community, also leaders in your own businesses. Thanks for always being a part of our events and leading this program.
Definitely. Thank you, Paul, for being such a great mentor and just, an inspiration. You're a great leader.
I agree, Paul. Thank you. The chamber's just been great for Blue Gander, and we really enjoy participating.
Awesome. Well, we'll close with the next week. We are going to feature the Idaho Association for the Education of Young Children. Mm-hmm. We'll be talking to their new director as well. And remember to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, where you can find these episodes and others and archived episodes online.
Great.
You guys, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate all you both do.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you.